The University Tower chimes ring in another session of Ask the Professor, the show on which you match wits with the University of Detroit Mercy professors in an unrehearsed session of questions and answers. I'm your host, Matt Maggio, and let me introduce you to our panel for today. To my left, it's Professor Heather Hill.
Hello.
So last week when we were talking, you're like, ooh, it's going to be a tough term because you had some pretty big classes. How does it feel after week 2?
It's worse.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the classes. Yeah.
How many students do you have?
30.
That's a lot.
Well, in one class, yeah.
Yeah.
In a writing intensive study of fiction course, it's a lot. And just in terms of discussion, you know, if you've got active students, it's just hard to get them all in.
It's a good thing and a bad thing.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But, you know, I will forge on.
As we all do.
You know, I've been teaching for over 20 years. Oh. No, longer than that. Since
yes, you are.
1989. Wow. I've been here for 20 years.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, you haven't been here since 1989.
No, but I've been teaching since then.
Yes, you have. That's awesome. Wow.
It's always new, though, you know.
Someone who is teaching remarkably less than that more recently is Professor Stephen Manning. It's true, isn't it?
It is true, yes. Oh. It is true, yes.
The dog is learning new tricks, though, right? So,
well, yeah.
In general, yes.
I was thinking, we mentioned the wildfires. I'm contributing to that. I noticed there was one report that they give the number of the whatever the number is, how bad the air is.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And bad when this was bad earlier in the summer. I happened to see this on my phone, and there were warnings about staying inside, et cetera, et cetera. And I was in the process of checking the temperature on my big green egg, where I was smoking baby back ribs.
Thanks a lot.
And the smoke is, if you do it the right way, the smoke. And
It's really low temperature, so.
But the problem is when I smoke it, I soak wood chips and chunks of wood, and then when the fire is ready, I put this on, and it just smoking up. And then I see this on my phone. Today is the worst day in the city, and the smoke is pouring out of this thing, and my neighbors are probably looking around and saying, "Where's that extra smoke coming from
today?"
This is not coming from Canada. This is right across the street. That idiot with his big green egg.
To smoke your meats today, just leave them out on your porch.
Poor air quality. Don't exhale.
Put them on your roof and be done with it.
I was thinking because I noticed that I smell smoky.
He's doing some today. It's on.
Cool.
Yeah, the ribs are on as we speak.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the ribs.
I
Baby
got to rig
ribs.
up some sort of remote because there's a temperature gauge on the thing itself, and it's supposed to be in this certain range.
Wow.
Well, they were on sale
At Westbourne.
Westbourne, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, $7, usually $7 or $8 a pound. These were on sale for $2.99.
What was it?
Baby back ribs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Excellent.
yeah,
Dinner.
that's dinner.
Dinner. Professor Dan Maggio is here. Dan, what's for dinner tonight?
Yeah, Dan.
We always go out to a diner, probably in Berkeley.
Alex's?
Possibly, although we may go to, if I can convince Tom to go to Eddie's.
Oh,
good
okay.
call. Yeah,
Very nice.
I almost went there last night.
Very nice.
You always do this on a Friday night?
Yeah.
We always go out on Friday and Saturday. So usually Friday just a diner.
Yeah.
There aren't like a lot of really good diners around here. They're okay. They're okay.
Or they're pricey.
They're pricey.
Yes,
that is true. Have you been to Golden Grill?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the same. I mean, I kind of put that in the same category as most of the other.
Sure.
They all have very oddly similar menus, which makes me think there's one person writing the menu.
No, it's
and selling it, pitching it to
They're
the.
all shopping at GFS.
or Cisco.
What are you looking for in a diner?
Actually, I like Christine's in
Yeah, I like
Ferndale.
Christine's.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And they are on Groupon, too. So
Oh, they are.
yes, they are.
But so I love to patronize
Forever.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Christine's is good.
That's my go-to lunch spot.
Mm-hmm.
People can't believe. Handwritten menu. The food comes out in like 2 minutes. Like, the turkey looks like it's been pulled off of the bone. Like, yeah, this is
Right,
what
because
it
Remember
was.
at the beginning of the Ukrainian war, they were fundraising for it. That
She's
place
Ukrainian.
was packed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Loved it.
Professor James Tubbs is here. I won't ask you what's for dinner. Maybe I could just ask what you had for lunch or something.
What did I have for lunch? It's hard to remember. Oh, cereal.
Oh,
I had cereal for lunch.
excellent.
Because I started eating later in the day.
That's the lunch of champions.
Yes, it was just coffee in the morning. Then I had cereal about lunchtime.
What kind of cereal? If you don't mind.
Cheerios,
Oh,
actually.
Cheerios.
Not crunch berries?
No,
Did
I
you-
was in the store the other day, and I was thinking about the donut when this came to mind. I was in the store the other day, and they were having a sale. I mean, a big sale. They were clearing out Captain Crunch,
Oh my
and I
God!
thought, no, it wasn't Captain Crunch. It was Lucky Charms.
Lucky
Lucky
Charms.
Charms. I thought, no, that's just a little too teeth itchy. Can't handle that at my age.
Captain Crunch is a great cereal.
Yeah, Captain Crunch
I
is
don't
good.
eat it, but I used to eat it.
Did you get it with crunch berries?
No, just the plain
Or the
stuff.
plain
But
Captain
for some
Crunch?
reason,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to have it with really, really cold milk.
Yes.
You have
The
to.
colder
Yes.
the milk was,
And then did
the
you also
better.
separate the Captain Crunch
Oh
from
my
the crunch berries and eat the crunch berries later?
No,
I didn't do that.
bought the regular stuff.
No, they all just got the roof of their mouth shredded to bits.
And you
It's like razors.
you had to eat it fairly quickly because it was crunchy and it lost its crunch. It went
Yes.
soggy really quick, unless you
So
had like.
ironic.
Captain
Crunch.
But the ice cold milk helped with that.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
It did.
yeah.
It kind of like reverse cauterized things.
Yes.
Professor Dave Chow is here. What cereal box is on the shelf in your home right now?
Oh God, we don't have cereal in our house.
Really?
Well,
No?
see, for one, my wife's lactose intolerant, so we don't do cereal.
Oh,
Oh,
that's true.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
I
didn't
use.
think about that.
You could use oat milk.
No,
no, I take
almond
that back.
milk.
We have Rice Krispies
Okay.
because she makes Rice Krispie treats.
Oh,
every
yeah.
day.
That's a great way to
Snap,
eat
crackle,
cereal.
and pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those three characters.
Exactly.
Almond milk is good.
Yeah, we have that, but you know, we're not cereal people anymore.
Okay.
We're not cereal people.
Folks, this is a program where you can send us questions regarding anything. Frankly, it's been a while since we've had
On cereal?
questions about cereals. Yeah, absolutely. I thought that Jim was going to bring up the old, it's fall. It's time for Boo Berry and Frankenberry and Count Chocula. To
Never got into
Who
those.
was the wolf character in that too?
It was Fruit Brute.
Fruit Brute. That's the
There's a
Fruit
new
Brute.
one this year. She's a mummy DJ.
Oh,
Major
jeez.
character, yes. If you stump the panel, you win one of our prizes. If you don't stump the panel, you win a prize. You can send us the questions in a number of ways. Email us at atp@udmercy.edu. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, or listen on your favorite smart speaker by asking it to play Ask the Professor at University of Detroit Mercy. Dear Matt and Profs, it's been some time since I sent questions, so it's high time I get to coming up with a new batch for the show. Below are 20 questions all across the spectrum for your team to enjoy and solve. Ooh, it's like puzzles.
We're a team. Oh,
Yeah. Puzzle? Team? Thanks again for the wonderful entertainment, education, and laughter over the years. Our good friend, Laura Benson. Thanks for sending these in, Laura. That's
she's
great.
from California.
Yeah, I cannot remember off the top of my head. It's not included here.
pins
but,
anymore.
Yeah, the pins are off the map.
Where'd the pins go?
I don't know. I think they were. It was a COVID catastrophe or something. I'm not sure.
Or maybe when they repainted.
The place is
Yes,
haunted.
Yes, the place is haunted.
I think Missoula, Montana.
A Missoula,
Missoula.
Montana,
okay.
Laura
Okay,
Benson.
all
So
right.
sorry, Laura. It has been a while, and that's my fault.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes. What famous Motown singer once was lead singer for a group called the Matadors? Classic Motown question.
Marvin Gaye.
I mean, he's one of the top three.
Smokey Robinson?
Smokey, yeah, it was
Hey.
Smokey Robinson.
Oh, he was just recently in town.
Dan.
The
Dan.
Matadors.
Yeah, there's a picture of him at the Motown Museum in front of it. So
Go figure.
yeah, came
Wow.
back home.
What a surprise.
Shocking. In what state was the Republican Party formed?
Steven? Help.
State of ignorance.
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
In what state was the Republican Party formed? In a state of great transgression.
Can I guess?
Their first
Are you going to
president.
guess? You go first.
New York.
It was not New York.
Pennsylvania.
It was 1854, so you have a good cutoff for what states it wasn't founded in.
Virginia.
Pennsylvania?
Illinois.
Haven't heard it yet.
Ohio.
South Carolina.
No.
One of the original 13.
No, it is
Oh.
not one of the original 13
Oh.
colonies.
Ohio?
Wow.
No.
That would help.
Missouri.
Texas.
It's a Midwestern state.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Indiana.
Wisconsin.
It was Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
It says here in 1854.
Wow, that only took about Never mind.
You're looking at the states.
You got like half the
I was
states
like,
on the
I'm
map.
marking that one correct, even though we named.
When you say the party is formed, what makes a party officially formed?
I mean,
is there
the
a
fact
vote
that it
or
lasted several
incorporation?
decades, and then they look back and said, "Whose idea
Just
was this
whose
first?"
idea-
And you
Yeah,
start nominating people for major offices.
Yeah,
That's
I would
basically
say
what
so.
Qualifies you as being a party.
Can we form our own party right now?
We could.
The pajama
We
party.
could. Yes. Pajama jammy jam.
Yeah.
What is the name of the U.S.'s first aircraft carrier? Not character, for Pete's sake. It was 1912. If you
I
can
remember I
believe
saw
it.
pictures of it. You know, they were landing
Aircraft
biplanes on the top.
Yeah.
Is it a girl's name?
It is the name of a Roman god.
God, not goddess.
God.
Mars.
Jupiter.
Is the Jupiter. Frankly, it was the Jupiter from 1912 to 1920. After that, it became, because we do this all the time, right, the USS Langley. And sadly, it was scuttled after a really bad battle in the early 40s. So that's
Such a
the
cool
end of
word.
that.
Scuttle?
Yes.
Scuttle.
That was also one of the Benny Hill characters, too.
I'll scuttle you.
Scuttle you.
Little Mermaid. had a
Scuttle
character.
you.
That's right,
Right,
Scuttle.
Scuttle,
Yeah.
I'm going to scuttle you.
Fred Rogers was a 1951 graduate of Rollins College in Winter Park, Florida. Can you guess what his major was?
Wasn't it?
Fred Rogers.
Was it music?
It was music. How'd you know that?
Because wasn't he like a huge piano player? Or
I think he
something?
was,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
still think it's weird you know that.
How's the Mr.
I don't think
Rogers?
it's that weird.
Oh no, it's
a
he and,
little bit weird.
Well, he and
Nah.
what was it
Normal.
Mr. Dress Up? So those two were buddies.
That's right.
Oh, he was friends with Mr. Dressup? I
Who
remember
wasn't?
Mr. Dressup.
Do you remember what's that other one? The Friendly Giant?
Friendly Giant. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Sorry.
So I'll read this question because Lara's included it. I don't mean to be critical at all, and maybe I should just shut up. This could be edited out. But I believe that this is a little bit of popular logic that was attributed to Fred Rogers, even though it wasn't necessarily true. But what did the number 143, what did it mean to Fred Rogers? Do you know this?
IQ?
No.
Address?
No. It
License
was,
plate?
in a lot of ways, people thought it was a secret message that he left for either kids
Oh,
or his own children in his shows.
Was it his dry cleaning ticket number?
It stood for I love you or something like that.
It stood for I love you. The number of letters in I love
Yes.
you is 143.
Oh, okay.
But this question takes it a little bit to another level. They also said that he maintained the exact mass of 143 pounds so that he would always think of the phrase I love you. And I'm like, that would already, even if you really wanted to, be very hard to do. You know how there was a big internet thing X number of decades ago when he passed that he was actually a Marine,
Yeah,
or he
or-
was
or-
like
yeah,
a SEAL.
yeah,
He
yeah,
never
yeah,
was in the
yeah.
military.
Right.
It's just one
Yeah.
of those sort of things that you
Yeah, like,
misremember. you know,
Captain
so.
Kangaroo was like a ninja or something
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know. Well, that's the first time I've
Okay.
actually heard that
Well,
one.
well,
And I
let's-
loved Captain Kangaroo.
Let's start that rumor
The
then.
ping pong ball.
So he had a difficult time saying "I love you" to his kids.
No,
No,
I think that he
he wanted
wanted
to remind
put
them with that
remind
number.
them. Like when you see me use these numbers, it means the number of letters.
And the
in I
kids
love
he was
you.
talking to through his television show,
Yes,
he wanted to
yes,
wanted
something
that
like
to be
that.
a reminder.
Not
to
his,
them.
not his biological children.
I think all the children.
Well, his own,
All
but
the
also the ones that
children
he
of the
dealt with on
world.
his show.
Why not just say "I love you"? I love you, Johnny.
It's like
I love
a
you,
secret
children
message.
of the world.
143. Isn't that? Am I the only one who
Get
thinks
out
that's a
your
little
decoder
weird?
ring.
Wait a
Get
minute.
out your decoder
Wait,
ring.
it's just like one of
will
those,
ya?
reach into mommy and daddy's wallet and pull out a $5 bill.
All right,
Like a
Soupy.
mnemonic device.
Soupy
he
sales?
wanted to
Right,
leave with
Soupy
people.
Yeah,
sales.
yeah.
Come on.
And just send it to.
In what city was the Great Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor founded? You can give me a state, too. That's cool. If only Beth were here.
Oregon?
It
Oregon.
was Oregon.
Oh.
1960. By the way, the last one closed in 2019, right before the pandemic.
They were
It
plenty
was
loud,
Brea, California. Is where it was.
What city in
especially
Oregon
if somebody
was
had a
it?
birthday.
It says Portland.
Oh, it is Portland.
Yeah, Portland,
Okay.
Oregon. Yep.
What was the closest one here? Was it Telegraph in 96?
No, there was one on Southfield at 12. That's where we
Oh,
always
that's
went.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the one on Telegraph. That's all.
Professors, how many U.S. states have a city named Ferndale?
There's one here. There's one
3.
in California.
30.
Take a look at the map and give me a good numerical guess.
17,
I was
17's a bit high.
I said 3.
3 is a little low.
11.
Where's Kendra?
I'm giving it to you for 10.
15.
That's
We
in
have 10.
between the two.
The only reason that Ferndale sticks out, besides obviously a city that I drive through multiple times a day, is I remember the first time that Guy Fieri came to do Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. He went to Flytrap, which is a great restaurant in Ferndale, and he said, "Little known fact, I grew up in Ferndale, California." And
Yeah, that's
I don't
actually
know why
where
that stuck
I'm
with
thinking
me,
about
but,
going next
yeah.
spring for a bit.
So-
That's two.
Yeah.
So did we get that one?
I'm going to say yes. 100%. That was 10.
10.
total.
Close enough.
What's the tallest human-made structure in the great state of Michigan?
The Rensen?
You know, it says the Rensen is 727 feet tall, but this is 1,300 feet tall.
Oh,
Is that a bridge?
No, I'm thinking like WWJ.
It's a radio tower
Yeah, radio
somewhere.
It
tower.
is a radio tower somewhere. Do you know where it is? This is really fun.
Oak Park?
My wife and I have a thing about watching. We had the big storms a few weeks ago, and when they really zoom into the map, when they're all serious because you might die, you see the names of cities you've never heard of before.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what?
Where?
Like, I didn't even know that was in Michigan, and this was one of them.
Oh,
so I
great.
think it's funny. It's Vienna Township, Michigan.
And that's where the tallest
The
tower is.
tallest
What?
radio tower.
How tall
Wow.
is
The
it?
tallest any 1,300 feet. It's almost double the size of the
Where,
Rensen.
Where is that?
Vienna?
I don't know, but it was in the
God.
path of the. I almost said hurricane, the tornado.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm so glad you smiled when I said that because I'm like, there's no city in Michigan with the name like Doorknob or something like that, and there it is. It's on the map. you know?
Doorknob Heights.
Doorknob Township.
What was the name of it again?
Vienna
Vienna,
Township.
Vienna Township. Where is it? Dan?
Watch, we're gonna find
Dan's
out
doing
they're
some
hosting
crack-
like the Ask
crack
Professor
research
gift shop
here.
or something.
I
like
have a
that.
friend who's got a lake house in Byron, Michigan, which is right
Yeah, that's
near,
by Flint.
near it. Well,
Yeah.
it's
It's
south
by
of
Flint.
It's
There you
near
go.
Linden
Vienna Township.
and Fenton.
Oh, it's between Flint and Saginaw.
Oh, like
Vienna Township
Frankenmuth-ish?
is
Yes, it's
Okay,
right
all
outside
right.
of Clio.
Vienna.
Clio.
Clio. I know where
Oh,
Clio
yeah.
is.
We all know
You
where
but-
Clio is.
But
Oh,
God
we know
forbid
where
you call it
Clio is.
Everybody
Clio.
knows where Clio is. If you drive up north.
Everybody's got a friend in Clio.
Professors, what TV show had these lyrics in its intro song? Wealth and fame he's ignored. Action is his reward. To him, life is a great big bang up. Wherever
Spider-Man.
there's a hang up, you'll find
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. 1967.
Life is a great big.
Hang out.
You sing
Wherever
it.
there's a bang, you'll find a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Which came first? Oh, what a great question. The naming of Lake Ontario or the province?
Dave.
I love it. There's no background. It's just the correct response.
Dave.
I've got to guess the
You got
province.
50.
I think the province.
I'm gonna go lake.
It's the lake.
Oh.
We gotta give it to
The
our
only reason I'm thinking
Canadian
the Native
writer.
Americans probably named it
Okay.
something. That's
Yeah.
all. That's my only guess.
No, that's a good.
My logic to it.
That
so.
is the Native North Americans.
Yes.
That's a good logic.
Yeah.
Who was the first NHL player who scored over 100 points in a single season? 1968-69.
Rocket Richard.
Rocket Richard,
No, didn't
Maurice.
say this. It's one other good choice for that era.
Gordy.
No,
Wasn't
Gordy
it-
would have been good, but no.
Wasn't Bobby Orr.
Initials PE, and that gives it away as far as I'm concerned.
P.E.
Yes.
Pierre. Peter.
Peter.
Philip. Philip.
Hold on. Don't give us the
P.E.
answer.
Hold on.
What year was this? 60?
68-69.
Phil Esposito.
Phil Esposito.
Of course.
FYI, after that season, he did it how many more times? That's a big deal.
3.
5 more times. Wow. Isn't that
And
incredible?
didn't he go on to make ads for the money,
The money store. Yes, I was just going to
He
say
was
that.
also.
This is
my
Phil
gosh.
Esposito for the money store.
He also was a part owner, I think, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and he was the one that
This is Phil Esposito
that
for the Tampa
got
Bay Lightning.
Manon Rayom to play. The first female goalie in the
That's
NHL.
awesome. Professors, how many pieces are in a single roll of Mentos?
Single roll of Mentos.
14.
It is 14 exactly.
Wow.
Oh, mama.
Somebody's
That,
been counting.
Just don't mix them with Coca-Cola.
Yeah, just don't mix them with Diet Coke.
And don't mix your M&Ms with your Skittles, too. So
I really appreciate this. These are, Laura, you're just knocking it out of the park. These are awesome. When Detroit's Olympia Stadium opened in
The big red
1927,
barn.
same year as this campus, there was only one place in the United States that had a larger single-space seating capacity. What was it?
Madison Square Garden.
It was Madison Square
Yeah.
Garden and Olympia, old Olympia. That's awesome.
You
I
mentioned
think that's cool.
Mentos. Have you seen the commercial on TV where M&Ms are eating M&Ms?
Oh yeah,
It's really weird.
kind of creepy. Yeah.
We saw that on TV
I know,
the other night, and
it's
she said,
cannibalism.
"These are
It
M&Ms."
is. It's hideous cannibalism.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Sends a very bad message.
Totally. Yep. Oh my gosh. According to truckers in CB lingo, what is Alabama Chrome? It'll make sense once I tell you what it is.
Police officer, police cruiser.
It is a material, if that gives you any kind of help. A common material for fixing things.
Duct
Duct
tape.
tape.
It's duct,
Duct
tape. It's
tape,
Alabama
yes.
Chrome.
Okay, where did the Alabama come from?
You got to come up,
South Carolina Chrome, North Carolina Chrome.
but it would never be Vermont Chrome.
House Chrome.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's garage chrome. Yeah, exactly. If you even get close to this, I'm just going to be in great awe. What was the first pop, the first soft drink that had aspartame inside of it? I can tell you it was 1983.
Diet.
Diet Pepsi.
It was Diet something. Oh my gosh, you guys get so
Pepsi
close.
Light?
It's,
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. RC Cola.
It is an acquired taste, but Detroiters know and love this pop very well.
Moxie.
Burners?
Nah.
No.
Fago,
It's a national brand, but it's
Sunkissed, Fresca.
Fanta.
no.
Detroit.
I feel like
Detroit.
every time someone from out of town, like really out of town, samples this at my home, they're like, "Who would ever drink this vile?"
Burners?
No.
Never drink this vile.
It says it's Diet Squirt is actually
Oh.
what it was.
Oh,
Grapefruit soda, right?
That's good for mixing.
it's a good mixer. Yeah.
I love Squirt. I think
I
Squirt's
love
gin, it's good.
Fresca's better. I love
I
Fresca.
don't know. Okay, professors, how many years... Oh, this is exactly how it's phrased. How many years did Northland's shopping center last?
54 until, let's see, when was it? 2010 or something like
So
that?
like 52 years.
So it says it's longer than that. I'm just going by what Laura has here.
62 years.
It says 61 is what it says here. So
Okay.
maybe
That
they're
must have been
adding
in
up.
2015 that it
Yeah,
closed then.
yeah.
That was the place to go.
I guess
I
we.
need-
I guess we don't have to ask why it closed.
Well, every other mall is closing.
I mean, every other model is closing, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to make a correction. It was Phil Rizzuto for the money store.
Oh, Phil Rizzuto.
But I made the same
Rizzuto.
mistake.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Phil Rizzuto for the money
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
You just saved us
made the
a
same
whole bunch
mistake.
of hate mail.
Well, no, because I was looking for a commercial because I wanted
the
to play it,
picketers
and
are
then
starting
came
at
up
any
it was
minute,
Phil
so-
Rizzuto.
I think Phil Esposito was on some commercial.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure he
was.
I
was.
think that was true, yes.
He'll hawk anything.
Check it out after our recording session here, professors, with regard to Northland. Fairly recently, and I actually thought of you because, art, people started asking questions about where all the Marshall Frederick statuary from
Southfield.
Northland ended up. Some of them
Well,
were
the
in
little
some
boy on
place,
the
and
bear went
the
to the
little-
Southfield Public Library.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So that's kind of cool. Collectively, let's see if you're paying attention here. Who are Buzz, Megan, Linny, Jeff, and Kevin?
Buzz?
Who are
Megan, Linny, Jeff, and Kevin. You probably know Buzz and Kevin the best.
they? Buzz Lightyear.
No, it's not. Oh, it's fictional, but it's not
Buzz.
Wait a
cartoon.
minute, are these the Home Alone kids?
They are the kids from the family from Home Alone. That is exactly right.
yes,
yeah.
Kevin, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Buzz is the older
brother.
kid, the
Yeah,
bully. Yeah,
Yeah.
the bully
Yep.
with the butch cut.
Exactly.
What are the other names?
Oh, sorry,
Buzz,
guys.
Megan, Linny, Jeff, and Kevin.
Yeah, of course, Kevin.
I found the Phil Esposito commercial. I apologize.
What is he advertising?
I think it's something called Dynacharge batteries.
Oh, they paid him a fortune.
Oh, wow.
Is he probably a Tim Hortons coffee commercial too? Or something?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll look at it later.
I guess this one was for Mara, but we do not want her falling asleep behind the wheel on her way home. Who's the famous chemist that identified and named hydrogen and oxygen? Do you all know this from your history? French name.
Lamarck.
I mean, it's weird that jumps into your brain because it's close. You're in the wheelhouse with it. It was Lavoisier.
Lavoisier.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Antoine
That's what I
Laurent
meant to say.
de Lavoisier.
Did he do any commercials?
No, I don't think so.
But did he score 100 goals?
No. He was a very bad ice hockey player. Very bad.
And
Very
even
bad.
worse, football player.
Football.
They don't play hockey in
But he
France,
liked his
France
aspartame.
anyway.
He
Folks,
invented aspartame.
This is our last question. Laura did a really, really good job on these, and I'm definitely looking in a Manning-ish direction. Could you name any 5 of the 7 members of NATO that were added in 2004?
2004.
Any 5 of the 7.
As we all look at the U.S. map that has no help whatsoever.
It's not Wisconsin.
Czech Republic.
Let's see.
Estonia?
I feel like I want to give you that one. We have Estonia, but I think you meant Slovakia is what you mean.
No,
Sure.
that's another country.
That's
Okay,
a
so the
different
Czech
country.
Republic
Okay.
is not
Slovakia, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and
Was it one of the
Romania?
Nordic? Was it one of the Nordic?
Romania is on the
Romania,
list. So
yeah.
far, Steven's knocked it all out of the park except for 2. You've got the 5.
Is it
Hungary?
one of the Nordic ones, maybe? Like Norway, Finland?
No,
Sweden?
they didn't.
No,
they were
they
later.
haven't.
Hungary,
The 2 I haven't heard yet. One starts with a B,
Bulgaria.
and the other one also starts with an S.
What do you mean
Also starts with
Oh,
an S.
Slovenia.
Slovenia. is what it is.
Slovenia.
Yeah, that's it. So Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia.
All of Central Europe. Basically.
Basically, yes.
That was 2004.
With
right?
possibly some more NATO friends to come. I
Yes.
mean, let's hope,
NATO
pray.
friends.
You know, as long
Well,
as
2 new ones and another one on the way.
yeah, as long as check your Google today. As long as Elon doesn't shut the
Oh, dear Lord.
satellites down.
Again.
Yeah.
Ay, caramba.
No, he's not too manipulative.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Doesn't
Just
have
wants-
one man doesn't have too much power.
Oh,
Not-
no.
Have you guys ever seen his satellites go across in the air, though?
Wait, you've actually seen them?
We were up in Charlevoix a couple weeks, and you can actually see the satellites going through.
Oh man, that's
Whoa.
messed up, man.
There was a New York Times had a story on this about how much power he has over these things.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think I saw a map somewhere about that had pinpricks on the world map of all the satellites. There are millions of them.
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
They're all over.
There's
the
enough space junk up there to clobber everything.
Wow.
so.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Professors, with our waning minutes here, let's go to the Burroughs family imponderables.
Uh-oh, here we go
and I'll
again.
ask
We're
this
going to
question.
imponder here.
Favorite musician who just so happens to be from Detroit. I don't know if we've ever done that one before.
I don't know, a favorite.
Favorite.
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin's a fantastic guest.
Yeah.
She's
Jack-
buried right next to campus here.
Jack White.
Jack White's another good
White.
one.
I'd say Diana Ross.
Diana Ross, spectacular. Can't go wrong.
Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey. I would throw
I'll stop
something in
talking.
for Rodriguez since he
Oh,
just passed
God
away
rest
a
his
few
soul.
weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Did you see, was it online? Dave Nantis was the first one to let me know. Because he lives, 6 doors down from
That's
me.
Yep.
right. That's the way it was.
Marcus Roberts.
Marcus
I
Roberts.
think is a Detroiter, native Detroiter. He's in New York now, but he played at
Sounds like what?
down the street, Baker's.
Oh,
Okay,
Baker's
Baker's
Keyboard
Lounge.
Lounge. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Dan, you're doing the feel good
I'll
movie
go with
thing again.
just the Supremes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit more influential. Don Was.
Don was. Yep. Was not was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Everybody do the dinosaur.
I saw those guys in
right.
concert in Ann Arbor.
He
and
does
San
the show with Ann DeLisi. now.
Very very nice.
If my friend Kenny were here, he would say MC5.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
So if
Kick out
Kenny's
the jam.
listening,
Kick out
hi
the
Kenny. I
Brothers
hope I
and
got
sisters.
it right.
Yeah.
MC5.
Kick out the jams, brothers and sisters. Try to clean it
Well,
up.
no.
there.
Well, there was one. Did you hear about
Oh.
the show? He, as opposed
yeah.
to saying the famous word, he
Yeah.
at a Catholic
Yeah.
place would kick out the jams, Mother Superior, as opposed to his because they were going to deny him payment if he said the other word.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he goes Mother Superior, which is a lot safer.
Which is also a lot funnier.
Not related to Detroit, but what's his name just died? The king of yacht rock.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Buffett.
Buffett.
Jimmy
yeah,
Buffett,
I know.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know what I would say. I mean, I grew
Eminem?
up with Eminem and Robert Ritchie,
Oh,
Kid
dear Lord.
Rock. But
My sympathies.
I actually just came across an old VN, by the way. I had to take a picture and send it to all my old Detroit Mercy buddies that said, in his nascent, not yet super popular days, Kid Rock was performing at Callahan this one weekend, and he had a whole bunch of like real famous people who were joining him on stage. I was like, oh my gosh, to see how far we've
What about like
come
the White
here.
Stripes? Jack and
Well,
Meg.
we heard Jack White. I would say Marvin Gaye more than anybody, but just because, yeah, I started subscribing to the official Marvin Gaye YouTube channel. Every single day, it supplies you with a different track from a different show in a different version, and it's just the most
I'm trying
inspirational
to remember.
music.
Didn't
you
they
know?
just release something of his where it's just the vocal tracks?
Something like that? Yeah,
That sounds about right.
absolutely.
He and Tammy Terrell together were really hard to top.
So saucy on the air. So saucy.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
What's going on? What can I say? My favorite album of all time, maybe
What's going
Stevie
on?
Wonder? Who
Yeah,
else?
Stevie Wonder is more of a Saginaw direction. But,
Smokey?
Smokey
Robinson.
of course. Bob Seger, no one has mentioned.
Oh, Bob Seger.
What was it? He was just in town.
Silver Bullet Band.
He was driving in the Dream Cruise.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, professors,
Corvette?
I'm so sorry. The screen has gone red, which means the time has come for us to say goodbye. Dave.
See ya.
Jim.
Goodbye.
Dan.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Steven,
Oh, sorry, I was premature.
You jumped the gun.
and Heather.
Bye-bye.
And now these words from University of Detroit Mercy. Ask the Professor is transcribed at the facilities of the Briggs Building in the Department of Communication Studies in the College of Liberal Arts and Education at University of Detroit Mercy's McNichols campus. Ask the Professor is produced and technically directed by Michael Jason and Brian Masonville, and our executive producer is Professor Jason Roach. Until next week, I'm your host, Matt Mayo.